If you don't subscribe, there's a 1% chance that crazed Bahamans will come and fireball your house. With a fireball that doesn't look like a fireball. But you know what? Your house will be destroyed anyway, so make sure to subscribe. Look at it, he's threatening you. Subscribe. Kablamo. This is the future. 21st of April, 29XX. On that day, aliens came to this planet. But hey, what's this? What's just bad timing? The people on Earth brushed these visitors off like weirdos. Their revenge on the humans who ignored them took many forms: sinking Japan, psychic activity, mind control implants, floating cities, reality television, unspeakable probing. Sure, some guys weren't too happy, but let's not worry about that. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been an alien from space all along. The changes we made to Earth creatures are a symbol of our role. Lately, you guys on the streets with that growing from their heads. Earth has no words to explain what that is. You definitely died in embarrassment if you even try to describe that. The old gentleman would never mention that in public. Never. That's how awfully shocking that is. Anyhow, I've got 8 of that growing on my head. We had just about invaded every country in the world. Then some really troublesome guys appeared without warning. The name is Cat Army. We heard they'd conquered the past, and now they came to invade our future. I mean, it didn't even look tired. There's just one thing I want to say about the Cat Army. Aliens aren't so bad after all. Well, it is true that we sunk Japan. Well, let's not waste any more time. On to the greatest showdown. Alien versus Cat. Whoa, it is things into the future time. I'll open the cat capsules later. And things. But now, it's into the future, you know? It's like the same thing, but it's harder and the enemies are blue and the costs are back down to the basic cost, which is the same as chapter 2. And also, you get rewards for doing things with speed. And so, yeah. Just invades the archipelago of Japan. The archipelago is like the name for a bunch of island, like a big group of islands, and that's what it looks like on the map. And unfortunately, I cannot criticize the stages for not being logical, as hardly because who knows, maybe there are barely any people in China in the far future of aliens. And, and maybe that Monaco is like a really big city that has like that has tens of millions of people and actually deserves a decent sized army to defend it. Also, the fight and as you can see, the prices are back down, and Pike Wall is still pretty epic. Yeah, so I think because these stages won't be particularly too hard, I'll just explain how no Gacha Cats will go into the future and things, and then I'll just do a epic montage thing. Whoa, new records because it's their first attempt. Anyway, normal treasure there. But with Into the Future, I'm definitely not going to try to do it without any losses whatsoever because I know that it's pretty much impossible. Actually, it might actually, if you know the exact tactics and you've tried them on an alt account, you probably can. But no, but it's not in just a regular no gacha playthrough. Not even on a regular gacha playthrough. Even. But that's a bit of a good thing because well I can upload because as you can see there's only been one video, actually two videos dedicated to single stages, but one of them was an event stage that wasn't part of the main story, so I couldn't just say, oh yeah, I beat that stage as part of the Empire of Cats. And there was also Moon 3, which is a hard stage where I almost lost. But the thing is if I ever lose to a stage, I can record myself trying to beat it, make it its own video, and that's a lot more, and that'll happen a lot more times into the future than Empire of Cats, because well the stages are actually hard. And in China we get new background. It's the ruins of a city, which might explain that why there's certain just small garrison holding what used to be the largest country on Earth, or and yeah, like maybe there's no one living there anymore, or something or whatever. We don't need pike walls when we can use speed. You know, I think I'll switch up to using giraffes and ninjas for the first bit, because pike walls work well, but they're slow. Normal panic hub. Yeah. Also, with treasure grinding, I'll still need to do everything. You can't just not get the treasures, but they will be less valuable. But still an important part if you want to do things. So yeah, the main points about Into the Future videos will be, there'll be a lot more of them. It'll be harder to beat stages, and these videos can actually function as guides rather than just a playthrough of beating stages. Yeah, which is pretty epic, because that was like one of the points so that I could do Tiger DHS no gacha guides, except it's Luke the Cat. By the way, Tiger, you're probably watching this. When's the next video? Anyway. Also, it seems that in Into the Future, that that the cats use a different strategy to conquer the world. Like, they go straight from Northern Asia to Europe first, with that, instead of conquering all of Asia, and then Africa, and then Europe. And why do they do that? I don't know. But they do. And I'd say, well, 8.5 minutes of me talking sounds like I should stop talking. I'll see you in the epic time-lapse thing. That's not a time-lapse, it's a montage type thing, I don't know. Oh, the Cat army has successfully invaded Russia during the winter. How have they done that? They're so powerful. First appearance of Hypo. First appearance of this epic music as well. First death of Hypo. And Norway has been cleared. Let's see what I get from these 3 cat captions. Base Defense Titan Zax Cat. Also, I completely forgot to show Bahamut Cat. How did I do that? Anyway, maybe this will make a dent in my XP. Not really. But it'll be useful. Macho Cat goes out of the cat army. I've barely ever used him actually. And Bahamut goes into the cat army. Hey, look at that little alien on Big Ben. Actually, it's called Elizabeth Tower. Big Ben is the name of the bell inside of it. Multiple sheep aliens are deployed to defend the United Kingdom, but they're not enough. And one horn is quickly killed by ninjas and giraffes. Not much resistance in Germany. There's some important looking place in France. Maybe they'll make it harder to beat. Nah, it was easy. Spain was easy as well. First appearance of Helmus Krabby. The ninjas get destroyed pretty quickly, which was a bit of a problem because that makes it harder to beat. Whenever Helmus Krabby attacks, he suddenly looks away off the attack like, no, I didn't just kill multiple cats. This force was made to send in the heavy infantry, which is the spear and shield combo, except the spear and the shield are different units. This forces Helmut Krabby to use his survivor lethal strike ability, which gives him an extra 3 seconds. Monaco defeated. Italy has been captured. I repeat, Italy has been captured. Greece has the first appearance of any metal enemy whatsoever, which is Metal Hippo. UFO destroys the peons while the fast attackers obliterate Metal Hippo's health. Greece has been captured. I repeat, Greece has been captured. Best Fiends? I hate that game. That's the smell of roast turkey. Wait a minute, Dubai is just one city and it looks like it's been destroyed. Why are there soldiers defending it? It's just a small area that's been destroyed. First appearance of Imperator Sayal. Sayal proves too tough for the light infantry to beat. Pretty tough for even the heavy infantry to beat. Not too tough for the heavy artillery, but Muhammad comes in his first appearance and wrecks the Sayal. Overall, we wrecked the city that was already destroyed. What's gonna be in this capsule? That's alright. Indy's bringing out the war elephants. But I'm bringing the war dragons. Disappointingly small dragons though. But also the not so disappointingly small dragon. The war dragons win, although the big war dragon didn't really help. And I'll see you in the next century.